as you can tell, we're outside in a different location. So yeah. So today we're just, I don't know, we're just gonna chat, I guess. I have this book that I want to read, so we may look. Oh wow, these are large text. Why? First time I'm looking at the book. So yeah. Let me see. Oh, I think this is a book of no copyright. I think. Don't quote me on that. I'm just based on how I see the. Yeah, it has no copyright. Interesting. It's a Patrick King. Read People Like a Book. It's the title of the book. My dog is just out there, sitting under the shade. He's a smart one because he only will sit under the shade. Okay, we're going to look through the table of contents of the book. And I know you probably shouldn't be doing this to the cover, but I purchased the book and I will treat it how I would like to treat the book. Okay, so table of contents, we got intro, introduction, why you're probably doing it wrong, the problem of objectifying, and then it goes into chapter 1, motivation as a behavioral predictor, motivation as an expression of the shadow, our inner child still lives, the motivation factor, pleasure or pain, the pyramid of needs, defense of the ego. Chapter 2, the body, the face, and clusters. Look at the face, body talk. Putting it all together. The human body is a whole. Read it that way. Thinking in terms of message clusters. My dog just looked at me. It's like, what did you do? Chapter 3, personality science and typology. Test your personality. The big 5. Young and MBTI. I'm gonna picture that name. Temperance. The Enneagram. I had to research how to pronounce these last names and words. I'll put that actually on my list. Let's pull up a list and create one. Okay. Oh, look, our dog decided to join me. Where is he? He decided to sit next to me. Look at him. Oh, he's laying down. Oh, so adorable. Okay. We're just gonna, research pronunciation. And he decided to move away from me already. Research pronunciation. The thing is, my dog has gone around the tree, so he can't really go that way. Snowball, come back. Aren't you such a good puppy? Come here. Come here, my little one. Aww. Oh, you love your scratches, don't you? You're just so adorable. You wanna go? Oh, okay. Go this way. Go around the tree so you get untangled. Sir, you're tangled by the tree. You're stuck because you're go around the tree. What? He just did a big yawn. Yeah? Okay. We're going to get back to reading the table of contents. So chapter 4, Lie Detector 101, and Cave. I have to research the pronunciation of that one too. It's okay. It's how we learn. The problem, uncertainty. It's all about the conversation. Use the element of surprise. How to increase cognitive load. General tips for better than average lie detecting. Chapter 5, using the power of observation. How to use thin slicing, making smart observations. Read people like Sherlock Holmes reads a crime scene. Observation can be active. How to use questions. Indirect questions, direct information. And then summary guide. So, oh, how did I just do that? There we go. I didn't put my hair down in the middle. Oh well. Okay. Maybe let's just get through the introduction. Introduction. Have you ever met someone who seemed to just have a natural gift for getting another other people? They appear to be blessed with well, not necessarily new words, it's just words I haven't seen in a while. Instinctive understanding of how other people tick, and why they behave as they do, to such an extent that they can often predict what they say or feel. These are the people who know how to talk so that others really hear them, or the people who can quickly detect when someone is lying or trying to manipulate them. Sometimes such a person may perceive someone else's emotions and understand their motivation to a degree that even exceeds that person's insight into themselves. It can seem like a superpower. How do they do it? The truth is that this ability is not really anything mystical, but a skill like another that can actually be learned and mastered. While some may call it emotional intelligence or simply social awareness, others may see it more as akin to what a clinical psychologist or psychiatrist may do when they conduct an intake interview with a new patient. On the other hand, you may see this skill as something that a seasoned FBI agent, private detective, or police officer may develop with experience. In this book, we are going to look closely at all the ways we can develop these skills in ourselves without needing a psychology degree or any experience as a trained CIA interrogator. Reading and analyzing people is no doubt a valuable skill to have. We encounter and interact with other people constantly and need to cooperate with them if we hope to to have successful, harmonized lives. When we know how to quickly and accurately analyze someone's character, behavior, and unspoken intentions, we can communicate more effectively and to put it bluntly, get what we want. We can adjust the way we communicate to make sure we're really reaching our intended audience. We can spot when we are being deceived or influenced. We can also more easily comprehend even those people who are very different from us and who work from very different values. Whether you're trying to learn a little more about a person you've just met by snooping in their social media history, or interviewing a new employee, or trying to understand whether the mechanic is telling the truth about your car, reading people well is a priceless skill to have. It's crazy when you really think about it. Every person you've ever met is essentially a mystery to you. How can we really know what's going on inside their minds? What they're thinking, feeling, planning? How can we ever really understand what their behavior means? Why they are so motivated as they are? And even how they see and understand us. Interesting. Also, hello to the individual in the comments. I see you there. Let me see. This introduction is not as almost done as I perceived. Come back here, little one. My dog keeps walking away. And he forgets how the leash works because he already wrapped himself around the tree and he's trying to go in the other direction, but the leash is still wrapped. Okay. Another person's world is like a black box to us. All we have to go on are things outside of that black box. The words they say, their facial expression and body language, their action, our past history with them, their physical appearance, the tone and quality of their voice, and so on. Before we go much further into our book, it's worth acknowledging this undeniable fact. Human beings are complicated, living, changing organisms whose inner experience is essentially closed off inside of them, though some might make claims otherwise. Nobody can really state with any certainty that they know who somebody is completely. Okay. I want to just go back to this last page. Oh, this kind of quote. Write a quote here. No, page don't flip over. We don't want the page to flip over. So I'm gonna put the camera on the page so it doesn't close on me. Snowball, come back. Come back. My good little puppy. You have to walk around to get free so you have more leash. Okay. I'm just gonna write it under the words to pronounce. Every person you ever met is essentially a mystery to you. And I wanted to go back to this quote because it really struck me the first time I read it. And then it continued to struck me as I continued to read through another half of the page. And I couldn't even finish that page because I'm like, no, I have to go back to this quote because every person you ever met is essentially a mystery to you. And I just want us to sit with that and analyze, what does that really mean? What does that mean to you? Every person you have ever met, essentially, is a mystery that if you choose not to dive in to their mind and into their beliefs, their faith, and their thought process, you'll never truly understand an individual. But when you take that time to understand a person and understand them from their point of view and not just from your own, because as the book has mentioned already, you're going to meet people that think differently, that have different beliefs, that have different thought process. And that's okay. That's a part of life. Snowball, don't eat the grass. Snowball! No. Hold on, he's eating the grass. Snowball, don't eat the grass. That's not your food. And with this thought process of understanding people, you have to be willing to realize that you might have to think outside the box because their way of thinking can be completely different from yours. And to fully understand people, to discover the mystery of an individual, it's going to require you to understand their thought process, why they make the decisions they make. And the thing is, not every person knows why they make certain decisions. Sometimes I don't even know why I make certain decisions. For example, why I choose to sleep in on some days and not others. An easy answer could be, oh, I don't have a certain time to get up. Another could be, don't really have a answer to why I wake up earlier on some days than others. You know? And yeah, with that, I know we didn't get through the introduction of this book, but I think this is a good stopping point for this live stream, and we'll see y'all on the next one. Bye, y'all.